everyone. It's great to have you all here today. Our theme this week is snowmen. I love snowmen. Do you like snowmen? Have you ever built a snowman? So have I. Why don't we sing our hello song together and start our fun? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. How about you? How are you today? Our first book today is titled Snowmen at Night, written by Carolyn Buhner and published by Dial Books. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms had drooped, he really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice-cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. Everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice. They go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs, the pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Wahoo! They yell. This by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little of his height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. Oh my goodness, do you really think snowmen do all of those things at night? Why don't you and I pretend to make a snowman together? Roll a snowball large and round, then one of middle size. Roll a snowball small. Use lumps of coal for eyes and an old hat on his head. Tie a ribbon of red, now buttons on his vest. There he stands all fat and proud. Of all the snowmen, he's the best in town. The next book today is titled Max and Mo Make a Snowman, written by Patricia Lacken and published by Aladdin Paperbacks. Max and Mo were best friends. They loved to curl up in their cage in the art room to watch the big ones. "What are they making?" asked Max. Mo read the sign. "Snowflakes," he said. "Like these?" Max pointed. "Snow!" the big ones cheered. "Let's go outside," said the biggest one. Hats and mittens flew. Mo climbed up and he pulled Max up too. "Look," said Max, "they're making a snowman." "We will make one too," said Mo. "Go outside," said Mo. "Too cold," they said. They ran back inside. Max scratched his ear. "Now what?" he asked. Mo scratched his chin. He saw a bin. "Dive in." Paper and glue flew. Cups, seeds, and yarn too. "But we have no snow," said Max. "We don't need snow," said Mo. "We need white circles." "Trace this," said Max, and they made 3 circles. They cut and they taped. "Look," said Max, "their snowman can stand up." Mo scratched his chin. They taped their circles to a tube. Now ours can too. "Look," said Max, "their snowman can see and smile." Mo scratched his chin. So they glued on seeds. Now ours can see and smile too. "And our snowman will get a hat," said Mo. "And a scarf," said Max. "And arms," they said. We made a great snowman. Max and Mo curled up with their snowman in their warm, cozy cage. I have a felt board activity to share with you about 5 little snowmen. 5 little snowmen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, riding on a sled. One fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on a sled." 4 little snowmen riding on a sled. One fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on a sled." 3 little snowmen, 1, 2, 3, riding on a sled. One fell off and bumped his head. I called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." 2 little snowmen riding on the sled. One fell off and he bumped his head. I called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." 1 little snowman riding on the sled. He fell off and bumped his head. Now there are no snowmen riding on the sled. Our last book today is titled All You Need for a Snowman, and it was written by Alice Schertle and published by Harcourt Books. One small snowflake fluttering down. That's all you need for a snowman, except 2 more snowflakes, 3 flakes, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 8 million more. Billions of snowflakes piled in a mound, pat them and pack them and roll them around into one big ball. And that's all. One big, cold, well-rounded snowflake ball. That's all you need for a snowman, except for a middle-sized ball and a small one. On top of that, you need a hat, a short, flat hat, or a tall one. Three hand-packed, triple-stacked balls of snow, hat on top, where a hat should go. That's all you need for a snowman. Except for a couple of bottle caps, round and flat. Stick them under a snowman's hat. Surprise! Snowman eyes. That's all you need for a snowman's face. But what's in the middle? An empty space. That's the place where the carrot goes. If a carrot, a snowman knows. But what about clothes? Walnut buttons, 5 in a row, belt in the middle and boots below. Big wool scarf, broom to hold, mittens in case his hands get cold. Earmuffs, fanny pack, something to read. That's all you absolutely need for a snowman. Uh-oh, look in the sky again. One small snowflake falling, then soft white snowflakes filling the sky, floating down everywhere, piling high. And that's all you need for a snowman's friend. I have one more activity to share. It's about a snowman and a rabbit. A cute little snowman with a carrot for a nose. Along came Mr. Rabbit. And what do you suppose? That cute little rabbit was looking for his lunch, and he ate that snowman's nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch. I had a wonderful time today, and I hope you did too. But now it's time for our goodbye song. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. See you all next time.